Hey guys, this is Wade Rush, Rush Lane Poultry and Game Birds. There's Miss Joanne over there. We're getting another, didn't catch as much of this as I wanted to, but we're putting up chicken stock. We've probably got, there's 4.5 gallons of good rich stock in here. And that's the chicken breast. IGA here locally had their chicken breast on sale for 99 cents a pound. So it doesn't always come out of the farm. Whenever you got a deal like that, guys, you got to jump on that. But I'm gonna share with you. I use my 6-gallon turkey fryer right here, and if it's either 4 large chickens, or we're using, how many chicken breasts did we put in there, darling? 4 times 3, 12 large chicken breasts are in here. Or if you wanted to use dark meat leg quarters, my guess is it's about how many pounds? 5, 10, 15 pounds of chicken meat. Isn't that what it ended up being? There were about 5 pounds a tray that we got, or right at it, somewhere along in there. And we got 3 trays, and there were 4 large breasts in each tray. So that's around 15 pounds of chicken meat. So that's usually around 4 medium-sized chickens. Or you can use, however you want to use your chicken. This makes some really rich chicken stock, folks. But I'll list the ingredients here on the video. And now this is my size, and now you see we're guessing we've got about, on top of all the ingredients, we put about 4 gallons or maybe 4.5 or so to almost 5 gallons of water on top of this. But it's somewhere between 4 to 5 gallons of water. We just fill it up to the bottom rivet right there for several years of experience. That's what we've come to. Seasoning salt, 1/2 cup. Very important, sea salt. Sea salt. Regular salt may work fine, but it just don't taste as good. We've used the regular salt. It seems to taste just too salty. 1/2 cup of sea salt for a total of 1 full cup of salt. We don't like our stock real salty. It tastes more like chicken noodle soup whenever it comes out. Okay, 1/2 cup each of seasoning salt and sea salt. Okay. A tablespoon of black pepper, a tablespoon of dry basil, a tablespoon of crushed red pepper flakes. If you like it a little hotter, you can add a couple of them in there, and it'll spice it up a little bit, have a little bit of kick to it, and it is good. We've made it both ways. A 1/4 cup of lemon pepper. Basically, this is, I don't know why they call it lemon pepper. It's got pepper in it, but it is salt. It's what it is. A 1/4 cup of onion powder. A teaspoon of oregano flakes. Okay guys, and that's it for the dry ingredients. Then you're going to need 1 large onion, or 2 medium or 3 small onions for a batch the size that we did, and 4 large celery stalks, and 5 carrots, or 4 large. Those big carrots, you only need 4 of them. But most average size carrots, you're going to need 5. Alright, and that'll do it for your aromatics. Guys, this time I'm using the monster sweet onions on these. And I got the biggest ones I could find at the grocery store, but I've used white onions, yellow onions, and we've used the red onions, and they're all good. The sweet onions are just like they say, they're sweet, they're a little milder. And we're using the sweet onions today, and besides they were on sale too. So, but I was going to let you know that that's what we're using in these batches, and I think we use the sweet onions more than we use anything else. But all the other ones work and taste good too, guys. We've used them all. Okay guys, like I said, I use my turkey fryer for this, and I cook outside. You want this thing on a medium high right here to get this thing on up to a rolling boil. And as soon as she comes up to a rolling boil, cut it down as low as the flame will go and let it simmer for 3 hours. All right, I'll touch base with you whenever it comes up to a boil. if I can check this without burning my hand. Oh yeah. See, we got a big old rolling boil going there, guys. Guys and girls. Let me see here. Turn this down. Right there. About as low as I can set it right there, guys. And let him go for 3 hours. We use a cheesecloth to filter through this colander in these buckets. This is a 5.5 gallon bucket, guys, and that's a 4 gallon bucket that we pick up from the grocery stores around here. Most of the grocery stores will let us have it for free. And these had cake icing in them. And we just clean them out and use them for food buckets. We clean them up and then we just label them as food buckets. But see how rich that stock is? That's at least 4.5 gallons of stock in there. And Miss Joanne and Rachel have got this stuff down to a science. We're going to pick this chicken breast clean and we're going to can the chicken meat with the stock, and we're going to show you guys how we do that. I've got a micro pressure canner up there, and we can can 7 quart jars at a time. I'm going to cover how we do that, how much time we allow it to pasteurize and all that stuff, guys. So we'll be back when we start putting it into jars. Okay, Miss Joanne is picking through his cooler. It'll still burn your fingers, but Lord have mercy, we were both eating some of it. Guys, this is just a recipe that we've developed over the years. I'm going to just call it the Rush Lane Poultry Stock or cooked chicken recipe. This is how we can it. She will we'll put about a half or two-thirds of a jar of the chicken in there, the chicken meat, and then she finishes filling it up with that stock, with that real rich stock, and that's how we can it.
That's hot.
Oh, it's still hot. It looks good and rich. Chicken stock ain't supposed to be clear. It's supposed to look rich and thick like that right there. Talking about make some good stews and gravy. Oh baby. Alright, we're going to continue getting these things put together, and then we get ready to go in the pasteurizer. I'll come back and show you how we do that.
Just a hair on, and probably there, because that way it has air. Below the seal.
There's the 2 little chicken buzzards. Waiting for any bone or skin that don't make it into the can. Uh-huh. Alright, this canner will hold 7 jars. Most of the big ones will. So, once they get them all in here, get them all packed up, just like that. We're going to pour some water till it's right here under the lids in the canner, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, and right there, right about where the top curve of the jar is. Okay, we lid this up. Okay, folks, lid it up, and we'll have the heat on high. Set it on high, and like my mom and grandmama always said to use 12 pounds of pressure, but this one goes from 10 to 15, so I use 15 on this micro. Set that on there. Whenever this starts rocking heavily, then we'll come back in here and turn it down to medium heat and set your timer for 20 minutes. Alright, whenever the rocker starts, turn the heat down to medium, and we set our timer for 20 minutes. Fix me a cup of coffee too. Alrighty, time's up. Turn the heat off and let him cool down on his own until the pressure's all gone. Okay guys, it's cooled down. I'm gonna let Miss Joanne go ahead and, because that thing will be hot. Okay, all the pressure's gone. Oh yeah. Okay, now it's, alright, it's time to start. That's what these grabbers are used for here. We start moving them over to the table. We cleared off the dinner table and we covered in towels here, because by the time we're done with all this, this table will be covered in the jars while they're cooling down and sealing. Alright, we continue on. Well folks, we'll get 18 to 20 quarts out of each batch that we do, and we got 19 out of this one, so it fell right in the middle. That's a lot of food. Alright, we'll have this table filled up by the time we're done.
Here is our finished stock here. 38 quarts and 1 pint is what we ended up with.